We live in a culture obsessed with appearances, where luxury logos scream louder than financial statements. But behind every truly wealthy individual lies a paradox: the richest rarely look rich. This film reveals the subtle psychology and strategic restraint that defines genuine financial mastery. Looking rich, in many cases, is not about success, it is about signaling. The car, the watch, the brand, all serve as badges of perceived affluence. Yet those who actually own assets understand that true prosperity prefers silence over spectacle. The illusion of wealth is easy to buy, but the substance of wealth demands discipline. People confuse consumption with capability, believing that spending proves status. In reality, every unnecessary display erodes the compounding power of quietly built capital. Financial freedom is achieved not by impressing others, but by liberating oneself from financial dependence. When your identity requires constant validation through appearance, you become trapped in a cycle of performance and expense. That cycle devours potential wealth before it can ever grow. Truly affluent operate differently. They understand wealth as a tool, not a costume. Their clothing is quality but understated, their lifestyle comfortable but not flaunted, and their greatest assets are invisible, investments that work silently while others chase admiration. Every purchase carries a message. To the world, it says who you want to be. To your balance sheet, it reveals who you actually are. Understanding this distinction is the first step toward developing a financial mindset anchored in purpose and intelligence. When you look rich, you invite expectations, social pressure, assumptions, and often envy. The external validation may feel good momentarily, but beneath it hides insecurity. Meanwhile, those who look ordinary walk quietly through life with extraordinary control over their finances. In Tier 1 economies, financial images are curated like art. Social media amplifies every appearance of success, masking the underlying truth that debt often funds the illusion. The wealthiest insiders rarely post proof, they let their portfolio performance speak in absolute silence. To truly build wealth, you must master the difference between assets and liabilities. An expensive car loses value the moment you drive it off the lot, while cash-flowing investments grow quietly with time. Looking rich prioritizes recognition over return. The secret habits of the affluent are unglamorous. They budget ruthlessly, plan strategically, and pursue compounding with devotion. There is no rush toward appearance, only a calm, methodical dedication to growing value rather than showcasing it. Silence is powerful, a kind of camouflage for success. When you avoid flaunting wealth, you preserve privacy, security, and flexibility. Those who seem average are often the ones pulling the strings of multi-million-dollar enterprises behind closed doors. There is an emotional dividend in simplicity. The fewer symbols of wealth you chase, the clearer your mind operates. Instead of managing image expenses, you channel your energy into opportunity, into the decisions that expand real net worth. Every purchase is either a seed or a signal. A seed grows, even when unseen. A signal fades the moment the applause stops. Wise investors choose to plant seeds of future prosperity rather than signals of momentary status. The psychology of delayed gratification is foundational to wealth creation. Those who resist the temptation to display success often accumulate far more of it over time. Looking rich satisfies ego, being rich satisfies freedom. True financial intelligence is the art of subtraction. Remove the need to prove anything, and you remove the cost of keeping up. The result is a quiet life built on real assets, not fragile appearances. In behavioral economics, the signaling theory explains this perfectly. Humans use visible consumption to communicate invisible success. But when everyone signals, the value of the signal collapses. Discretion becomes the new luxury. Looking rich is a short-term game, being rich is a long-term strategy. The latter involves patience, compound interest, and delayed recognition, all of which demand maturity. Wealth that endures is never built for applause, it is built for legacy. Consider the wealthy entrepreneurs who drive modest cars and live quiet lives. Their wardrobes are simple not by accident, but by intention. Every dollar not spent on performance enhances the capital behind their next intelligent move. The wealthy understand a hidden truth: financial privacy is financial power. Every visible expense provides information to others, marketers, competitors, even opportunists. The less others know, the more you control the game. Debt often masquerades as prosperity. People borrow for cars, watches, and vacations, all to appear successful. The invisible cost is stress, limited flexibility, and a constant fear of financial exposure. Wealth thrives in invisibility. The public spotlight rarely rewards the patient investor. Real money moves in silence, guided by data, insight, and a long-term mindset that seeks compounding over compliments. Appearances can enslave. Once you adopt an expensive image, you have to maintain it. The pressure to uphold impressions turns people into slaves of their own reputation, trapped by their possessions. Those who never look rich play a different kind of game. They build systems, not symbols. Their lifestyle is engineered for freedom, time freedom, financial freedom, and mental freedom. Image is a choice, not an obligation. Financial humility is not about deprivation, it's about control. It's about the freedom to buy without needing to. The moment you no longer crave external approval, wealth becomes internal power. Luxury can still exist in this mindset, it just manifests differently. It shows up as time with family, clean air, meaningful purpose, and undisturbed peace of mind. Those are assets far beyond liquidity or labels. The irony of true wealth is that it often looks ordinary. The person next to you at a coffee shop could own global real estate, yet dress in a plain sweater. Real wealth doesn't need validation, it creates its own quiet gravity. When you stop trying to look rich, you begin to build wealth unconsciously. You focus on learning, leveraging, investing. Each quiet decision compounds into exponential advantage over time. Compounding wealth is invisible work. It's spreadsheets, patience, and mindset. Looking rich instantly rewards the ego, but destroys the exponential growth curve that builds long-term freedom. True affluence is measured in control over time, expenses, and decisions. The flashy spender thinks in months, the discreet investor thinks in decades. That time horizon determines who actually wins. When money becomes quiet, clarity returns. Your decisions align with your values, not your image. This shift allows you to redirect income from consumption toward creation, and creation multiplies infinitely faster. The more you learn about the psychology of wealth, the clearer this truth becomes: what impresses others rarely increases your net worth. The richest investors win by avoiding the urge to announce their progress. Intentional anonymity is underrated. Staying invisible financially keeps you adaptable in markets, humble in character, and immune to envy. Looking rich limits options, staying low-key multiplies them. Those who never look rich can take bigger risks quietly, without the weight of impression management. Their silence is their leverage. Their consistency, the secret compounding engine behind every empire. Wealth is not meant to be seen, it is meant to sustain. Every genuine millionaire knows this. What matters is not how much attention you command, but how much optionality your capital creates. Minimalism in finance is ultimate power, it strips away all distractions from growth. When the noise fades, what remains is pure strategy, intention, and exponential impact. That is the real face of sustainable wealth. Paradox is complete: the less you look rich, the freer you become. Because true wealth was never about appearances, it has always been about control, compounding, and the quiet confidence that you no longer need to prove anything. So next time you feel the urge to look successful, pause. Ask yourself, would the person truly in control need to show it? The richest minds in history always understood, real wealth is invisible, and that is precisely why it lasts.